Hello drone world. Today I tried something a little different. Well, I decided I wanted to do a propeller mod on my Parrot Bebop 2. Now I've had mine for a long time, so I just decided to start experimenting on some things. So in today's tutorial, what you're gonna need 6 different things. You're gonna need a ruler. You're gonna need some hemostats or some type of needle nose pliers. And then you're going to also need some, I believe this is 19 gauge galvanized wire. You're not going to need but 7 inches of this. Okay. Also, you're going to need a 5-star screw bit. And this one is a V8. So the one that you want to get is a V8. Let me turn it around this way here. It's a VT8. And it has these little stars at the end of them. This is so you can take the screws out of the motors from the Parrot Bebop. And you're going to also need some tin scissors. This is like a aluminum scissors. You know, you can get these from the dollar store. You know, to cut that galvanized wire right in half. And last of all, you're going to need a 1/4 drill bit. And this is to just drill the flush hole at the bottom of whatever type of propeller you decide to use. So I tested this thing out and it seemed to work pretty fine. So I'm going to try it again, but I'm going to show you how I did it. With these 6 things. And this is just to demonstrate. This is one of my broken props that I just put on here. This is for all of you that don't know how to take off a Parrot Bebop 2 prop. Simply get this tool that you need. I'm sure you all have this in your Parrot kit. Simply put it on there. Turn it to the left till you get to the opening. Push at the bottom, pull it off. Prop comes right off. This next one we'll be taking the screws out. In this part we'll just be taking these 3 screws out. Yeah, 1, 2, and 3. So you're gonna take your VT8 star driver, which is here. You're just gonna take these out. Done. I'm only doing 1 for demo purposes. As you can see, it's gotta move the camera a little bit closer. No screws. Next, you want to get your drill and your drill bit, your 1/4 drill bit, and you want to drill a hole at the bottom of the blade that you're going to use. In this case, I'm using a 6 blade. Now these props are 5 by 4 by 6. You can go up to 6 because originally the Parrot Bebop 2 propellers are 6 inches, but you can use these. These are racing propellers. So you just take it here and just evenly. I've already drilled this, I'm just demonstrating. Once you get it like that, that should be fine. This is going to make it fit over the flush hole at the top of the motor. So now that you got all of the screws out and you got the hole drilled at the bottom of your prop, right here in the middle of your motor where you got that little diameter circle right there. That's why we put the hole at the bottom of the prop, so that it'll fit flat and it'll touch the motor top, just like that. know if you can really see it, but it's flat. Just all the way around is flat. So long as we got that part, we'll move to the next step. Now for this next step, you want to go ahead on and take your 7-inch wire, or you can even cut it in, 6 inches. I just use 7 inches so we can have a little extra wire, but you want to cut it in 3 parts. So that'll be in this case, I'm gonna cut these 2 inches. Yeah, I'm gonna cut it at 2 inches in each wire. And so when you cut it in 2 inches on this wire, show you what it should look like. We'll just cut these real fast. You should have 3 wires that look like this. And I chose the galvanized wire because these wires does not rust. On to the next step. Now with this next step, you want to slightly bend each wire that you have, this 2 inches piece. Give it a nice little bend like this, because you're going to fish it through each little motor arm right here, and this is where the screws go. But you want to fish it under there, and you do not want to touch the threads that's inside the motor. So you want to do it just like that. I know I made it look easy. And then when you get that around there, you want to bend it evenly like that. So then you go to the next mode.
And do it the same way. Wire bent. Fish it through there without hitting the motor. Try to get the your galvanized wire even. Just like that. Go to the last one. Do the same thing. It's really not that hard, just be careful.
On to the next step. Now with this step right here, I got a better view. This is how basically it should look. Wire, wire, wire. If you notice, we got a wire in each one of the parts that a screw go through. Now it's going up under the arms. Remember that. It's not going through the screw, it's going up under the arms. So then what you want to do, you want to get your prop, which in this case, like I said, I chose the 6 prop propeller. These seem to be a little
bit more quieter. You can use 3 props. I wouldn't go any lower than 3 props. I've never tried 2 props, but I prefer to use this one. All right, because these are racing ones. But you want to take your prop and you want to put it right on top. You can notice you got that little silver.
Has a little hole at the top where the motor exposes a little metal shaft right there. So you just want to get it right there. So once you get the prop there, you want to just get one of your galvanized wires and just kind of twist it over. It's not hard. It looks harder than what it is, but it's not hard at all. Just get it to twist over, and just so that it's at least, supporting a piece of the prop. Move the prop over, you do the other one the same way. Excuse me if my fingers is in the way, it's kind of hard not for them to be. Move on to the next one. And all the time while I'm doing this, my prop is staying flat on the top of the motor. So that's actually flat. Now to the next step. And it should look like this is the 3 twisties on the 2-inch rods. This is the part where you grab your needle nose. These joints right here. Needle nose or calipers or hemostats or whatever you got. Not calipers, but the hemostats. So you grab that where the X is, where you cross the wire, and you twist the propeller while you do it. You want to get it nice and snug. You don't want to over tighten it too much, but just get it that it's actually holding on to the blade.
Get the next one, do the same thing. You can always go back to retighten if you don't think they're tight enough. Go back this way here. I'm twisting my wrist as I'm doing this. I'm not just twisting the prop, I'm twisting the wrist, and these are very flexible, so which is good. Go to the next one, the 3rd one. the wrong way there. It's okay, I got my crossover again. Let me get it right at that cross. And I'm gonna do it again. A little stubborn on this one, but you got it, though. You want to make sure you tighten this up because you want the wire to support the blade. You want it to be all the way down, so that it's sticking flush with the motor. So it shouldn't have any really type of jiggle at all. I won't worry about breaking the parts. So now we're getting it. I'm going in circles so I get each one tight the right way. So now, as you can see, there's no flexing in these. They're not moving at all.
So what you want to do, the last step, you want to get your cutters. And you want to cut it, each one, so that it leaves you with about a half of a millimeter, about a millimeter worth of wire sticking up. So you're gonna cut that. That's one. I would advise you with eye protection because these little things will fly, these little wires. Two. So let's cut my blade. That's the other one. And just to make sure, I go back and I give it a little wiggle. If it have a little wiggle, that's okay. Just as long as it's tight on the blade and it's supporting the blade. But me, myself, I prefer have mine tight. I don't want mine to move, period. As long as your blades is balanced, you should be okay. I wouldn't worry about anything else. So when everything's finished, this is the finish. Outside. Okay, people, this is the final try right here. I'm going to try with these 6 blades. We'll try to record at the same time. Turn it up. Doing pretty good. I landed. Looks like the 6 blades work to me. Well, now that it's gotten a little later, I decided to try 3 blades on it to see the same method with the wire. And we'll see how the 3 blades work. All right, here we go. So far, so good. I'm gonna land it. Now you know. 3 blades work, 50/40s.